So 3 years back, I was a phone addict. I used to play PUBG before going to sleep till my eyes were literally, start dripping and become red. I used to watch nonsense YouTube videos during the day. And I also used to scroll on this app called Pinterest. I was scrolling in the toilet, during my study breaks, or even while eating breakfast. It messed up my grades, even though I was always good at studies. I slept late, I woke up late, so my sleep schedule was just non existent. And you know what the worst feeling about all of this is? I still have boys around me, like literally my boys, my friends, still addicted to their phones and all those bad habits that I gave up 3 years ago. And the one thing I always try to do with these videos on my YouTube channel is that I don't want you guys to commit the same mistakes which I did and keep falling into this trap. So the one thing I learned, and it has helped a lot in this addiction ever since, is to keep high standards of yourself. Literally just sit down and reflect on your life. Reflect on your day right now. Are you really proud of yourself and the things that you are doing these days? Do you think if you ever get to see this third person perspective of your day, will you ever say like, this is the standard of an ideal young man these days? Will that future self of yours be proud of the time that you're spending on this addiction these days? Now, I'm not asking you to just instantly stop using your phone and never use it again, because even I have my own rest days where I used to wind up and watch Netflix for some time. So the best way to do this is to use this addiction as a reward. Boys, do some productive tasks like studying or hitting the gym for 60 minutes and then use your phone as a reward for like 10-15 minutes without any guilt. And as you do this, try to reduce this 10-15 minutes to as low as possible and give more time to actual IRL things like spending time with your friends or family or finishing up that task that you kept pending for days. Because let me just ask you this. Let's say you have a choice of finishing up a few episodes of anime or going on a run with your boys. Now a month later, or let's say a year later, what would you remember the most? And be honest with yourself. That nice run you had around with your friends or some random cartoon that you watched? I think you know the answer. So that's why I emphasize so much on getting out of this digital world, is not only because of the harm it causes to the rest of your life, but also there's just so much fun stuff to do with your time and your life that you are totally missing out on. For example, whenever I have to take a break from my work here in college, I just go out of my room and sit in some random friend's room and talk to him, try to build connection with him and get to know him more, rather than just, scrolling on Pinterest, which I won't even remember after 2 days. So be conscious of yourself the next time you're just infinitely scrolling and ask yourself this question: what better thing I can do right now other than using my phone? Because the biggest problem today is most guys haven't even realized that they are addicted to their phones, because almost everyone they see around is constantly on their phone. So they are no longer even considering this as an addiction, as it has become so normal because of these big companies, trying to get all your attention and all your energy on their apps. And then we get to hear this question that why young men are so lonely these days, why they do not have any social skills or self-confidence when they are out in public. Is because your phone is eating up all your time and energy. You feel like having fun or getting this dopamine rush inside of your head. So you pick up your phone trying to look for the best video or the best reel that's gonna make you laugh, instead of just going out and having real experiences like talking to your friends, talking to some strangers, or having a strong opinion about something that your friends are discussing. Another thing that works really well is just ask yourself before picking up your phone every time, what am I gonna do with this? Or what's my intention behind unlocking my phone? The more you start asking yourself this question before picking up your phone, the easier it would become for you to get over this addiction, because most of the time your answer is going to be no, or you just don't know why you opened your phone and opened this app. Because most of the time we end up scrolling for hours is that we never really ask ourselves this question: why am I even opening this app? Because then we just see one thing, then hop on to another, and it just goes on till we remain stuck in this algorithm that's designed to keep you hooked, that's designed to keep you away from your purpose. Boys, understand this. You're a full-grown young man. This is your time to take absolute control over your life and fully focus on that one specific goal that you have in your life. It could be anything. It could be finishing up your studies or working on that skill that could make you a lot of money or retire your parents. Because once you start associating your life towards that one specific goal, you're just busy. You cannot even think about selling your time to some 5-inch phone screen because that's how we are. That's how men are. We are hustlers. We stick to our goal, we chase it every single day, and we remove every obstacle that comes in our way. So stick to your purpose. Being a man, I've said this before, being a man, you already have this urge inside of you to live a purposeful life and chase your goals. And honestly, that's how I am controlling myself from wasting my time on my phone these days. I just remind myself, is this my purpose? Is this the reason why I woke up this morning to just waste my time on some silly videos? Or is there something else waiting for me? My name is Preet. I help young men to become a better version of themselves. Subscribe this channel to get these videos recommended to your homepage so that we can learn and grow together. Defeat yourself, boys.